ప్రొఫెసర్ మాడభూషి శ్రీధర్ గారు, శ్రీ ఎంవి కృష్ణారావు గారు, పి రఘువీర్ గారు, మిస్ ఉమా సుధీర్, other distinguished guests, friends from media. The book Blood Sanders that we are holding in our hands today is the result of diligent research and a great amount of hard work put in by Sri Udumala Sudhakar Reddy. He has been tracking this subject as a professional news reporter for nearly 2 decades. He traveled extensively in the habitat of red sanders, which is a difficult terrain to walk through. He had first-hand interaction with the key players of the smuggling racket and also those who struggle to enforce the law. I think he's the most qualified persons to deal with the subject. When he first approached me for this event, I had no choice but to say yes for more than one reason. Firstly, I knew him as a journalist from his formative days as a crime reporter. I'm happy to note that he rose to the rank of editor in a leading English daily. Secondly, I and his uncle, Udumala Jojireddy, were together as students of RVVN College, Amaravati. We stayed together in the very same hostel. He used to be the leader of Student Federation of India and a progressive student leader. We used to travel crossing the river of Krishna, walking from our village to Amaravati sometimes during holidays. These are the rich experiences in life. His father, Sri Udumala Rayapureddy Garu, a few years senior to me, is an agriculturist who hailed from Jagannathapuram village, which is just adjacent to my native village, Ponnavaram. ఊరు వాడ గుర్తొస్తున్నాయి. ఆ చిన్ననాటి మిత్రులు, స్నేహితులు అందరూ గుర్తుకొస్తున్నారు. మా ఊరు వెళ్ళాలని అనుకుంటున్నాను. త్వరలోనే వెళ్ళి అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి మిత్రులందరినీ కలుసుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాను. As described by Sudhakar, his father Rayapureddy Garu is well known in our area for his integrity and resilience. I could not have said no, this worthy son of a worthy father. Sudhakar Reddy is an award-winning journalist. He has won national, international laurels for his work. His book gives insights into what all has gone wrong with the fragile ecosystem spread over Chittoor, Nellore, Prakasam, Kadapa and Kurnool districts of Andhra Pradesh. Red sanders thrived in this habitat till a few decades ago. Now it is facing the threat of extinction. Like all good things in this world, red sanders also fell prey to the greed of man. Sudhakar explains as how to the high and mighty fuel this project of destruction. The destruction not only of the red sanders species, but the ecosystem as a whole. This species is known for preventing forest fires from spreading in vulnerable forests of Seshachala Hills. Consequences of this ecological destruction there are for us to see it's a global phenomenon. The need of the hour is to address these issues locally. According to an estimate presented by the author, in the last 2 decades, nearly 60 lakh red sanders trees were cut. Smuggling from the forest area spread over 5,30,097 hectares resulted in the arrest of 2,000 persons from the neighboring state alone. Many have lost lives. Lawbreakers as well as enforcing of the law suffered fatalities. The author rightly named the book Blood Sanders, as smuggling of this high valuable timber has led to unprecedented bloodshed. It is second only to sandalwood, smuggling perhaps. As the author mentions, the Andhra Pradesh Forest Act was amended in 2016 to deal sternly with the smuggling of red sandals. However, what is lacking is the necessary will and enforce these laws. This is where the media needs to play its role. The collective failures of individuals and institutions entrusted with the role of protectors need to be highlighted by the media. People need to be made aware of deficiencies in the process. This job can only be done by the media. As a person whose first job was that of a journalist, I am taking the liberty to share a few thoughts on present day media. The concept of investigative journalism is unfortunately vanishing from the media canvas. It is true, at least in the Indian context. When we are growing up, we eagerly look forward to newspapers exposing big scandals. The newspapers never disappointed us those days. In the past, we have witnessed newspaper reports on scandals and misconduct, creating waves leading to serious consequences. Barring one or two, I don't recall any story of such magnitude. Everything in our garden appears to be rosy. I leave it to you to arrive at your own conclusions. I am reminded what Gandhiji said about newspapers. I quote, "The newspaper should be read for the study of facts. They should not be allowed to kill the habit of independent thinking." Unquote. I hope the media introspects and tests itself against these words of Mahatma. Coming back to the book that we released today, Sudhakar Reddy made some very good suggestions for protection and conservation of red sandals and the Seshachalam forest ecosystem. It includes creating a conducive atmosphere for the cultivation, harvest, and trade of red sandals. I have a suggestion to make. Locals, if involved in conservation efforts, will make a huge difference. Tiger reserves and wildlife sanctuaries have benefited from engaging tribals who are forest dwellers as forest guards. With this approach, prospective poachers of wildlife were turned into wildlife protectors as they found dependable livelihood. The authorities here can try this method in Seshachalam by way of employing tribals and other forest dwellers as forest guards. Possibly, the smugglers may then find it difficult to attract them for the job of tree felling. Let me not come between you and the panel of experienced, senior, knowledgeable experts who are going to enlighten the gathering about the wide gamut of issues involved. I wish Sudhakar Reddy all the very best in his future endeavors. Keep your work, good work. I thank Sudhakar Reddy and the organizers for giving me this opportunity to take part in this event. Namaskar.